Hi guys, welcome to Play with Java. Okay, in this video we'll see how we can create a Springboot application. Okay, so the first thing is we need to have an IDE. You can use any IDE as per your preference. You can use IntelliJ, you can use Eclipse or any other. Okay, here I'm using IntelliJ, so we'll see how we can install and download and install. I'll go to official website. Okay, here you can see Windows, Mac and Linux. This is Ultimate Edition, so no need to go for this. We can go for Community Edition. Okay, just click on download, it will be downloaded. After that you can install this in your local system. Okay, so suppose its installation is done now. So now what we have to do is we have to create a simple a Spring Boot application. So there are so many ways to create the Spring Boot application, but here we'll see the easiest way. Okay, so we'll go on a Spring Initializer wave. Okay, we'll go here. Here we can see that the language it is given, so as per your preference you can use Java or Kotlin. Okay, so I have selected Java, and build library you can go for either Gradle or Maven. Okay, so I'm going for Maven, and here you can see a Springboot version is given, so I'll go for the latest stable version, that is 3.12. Now you can see the project metadata, so you can provide some the project related details. So let me go with this. So let me give the same package. Let me give demo app. Okay, in this video we are going on very high level. We'll just see how we can create the project. Okay, and how we can start. Okay, in later section of the video we'll see in another video hopefully. Okay, so we'll see how we can select the different dependency from here and how we can use those. Okay, and we'll go for each dependency in detail. Okay, but not now. Okay, in this video we'll go for on very high level. So let's go here. In the dependency section you can see a lot of dependency is given that, right? So as per your need you can select. Suppose you have to implement a REST API, so you can go for a Spring Wave. Okay, just like that you can see reactive wave. This is for reactive application. This is ThemeLib for UI. Okay, this is for web services. This is for socket. Okay, suppose you have to use MySQL, right? MySQL, this is MySQL driver is there. And you have to use JPA, Spring Data JPA. This is JPA is there. Suppose you have to use MongoDB starter is there. In a Spring Boot we used to say as a starters. Starters are nothing but it's just a dependency. It's a convenient dependency. As a developer you no need to worry about that. You just have to add this starter in your configuration on the class path. A Spring Boot will take rest of the thing. Okay, so just for in this video we are going just for a hello world application, so no need to add any dependency, but still I have just added a Spring Wave. Okay, so just click on generate. Once you click on generate, it will download the file here. Okay, so you can see if you go in your local system you can see this file is already downloaded here. Okay, demo app.zip. So just extract it here. Okay, so that has been extracted. Now you have to go to IntelliJ, just click on open project. Okay, and then you have to go here. Okay, in download section, demo the application, just select the POM. Okay, now you have to open as a project. Just open it. The application is open here in IntelliJ. Okay, so Now here on the left panel you can see the project detail, on the right panel you can see the Maven. Okay, so like to build you can even fire any command here in a terminal section down the screen you can see. Okay, but we can do the same thing from here as well. Just click here and click on clean, it will clean, install and deploy. Okay, same like that on the left panel you can see the project detail. Okay, so this is the first time, so let's go here to the project structure and let's see what is the Java version we have selected. So we'll go for Java 19. Okay, and we'll go to JDK section. Let's select the 19, click on apply. This is okay. Now we are done. Okay, let's go to the src section. On the left panel you can see, right? So here you can see the test folder is there. Here you can add what about the test use cases you want to add, you can add it here. That thing we'll see in a later section of the video or in different video. Okay, so now in main you can see resources in Java. Since you have, if you have already experience on a Spring Boot, then this video is not for you guys. It is for the person who is going for a Spring Boot first time. Okay, so you can go here, you can see the one class is created here. Okay, now let's see what is this class all about. Okay, this is the main class in this application. This class is going to start this application. Okay, okay, you can see this class is annotated with one annotation. This is a Spring Boot application. What does it do is, let's get inside it. Okay, now you can see some other annotation is already there here, right? A Spring Boot configuration, auto configuration and component scan. Okay, so here we'll see on very high level. Okay, so this Spring Boot configuration annotation is to take care of configuration related stuffs. Okay, suppose like you want to read a property from the database or from external server. If you are using config store and config server, then how we can use the properties, runtime variables. So in that kind of purpose we used to have this annotation, or any kind of configuration you want to initiate as a part of application, then you can go for that. Again, we'll see in more detail in the next video about this all annotation one by one. Here we are going on very high level. Our thing is just we have to create one application, we have to start it. Okay, that's we are done as part of this video. This is just for basic. This is only for those people who is new to a Spring Boot. Okay, so this auto configuration is nothing but in a Spring Boot application, as you know, like previously we used to have a Spring application and now we are going for a Spring Boot. So what is the basic advantage as a developer we are going to get it? There are some couple of advantages. We will talk about those advantages again on very high level. So in a Spring Boot application, as you know, suppose you are going to configure database connection with any application. So what are the steps we are going to do? Hope you are already aware of that. Okay, we will not discuss about that here. We'll discuss how we can do the same thing in a Spring Boot. Okay, so in a Spring Boot you no need to do anything apart from adding the dependency, adding the started in config file. As you can see here, I told you, right? If you want to use, suppose you want to use MySQL. Okay, so in MySQL again you have to you can go for JPA data, right? So you just have to add this one. Okay, and MySQL. This driver is done. So you are done for MySQL. Suppose you want your application, your microservice to connect with MySQL, then you are done here. You no need to do anything. Okay, you just click on generate, open the project here in IDE, and after that what you have to do, get it inside your property file. Just provide your database credentials, DB details. That's all, like username, password. Okay, and URL. That's all. You are done. The connection will automatically taken care by a Spring. Okay, Now we'll see. Apart from that, suppose you are doing some development in your local system. So whenever you want to deploy that application anywhere though, so you need to have some any server. You may have a Tomcat or others. So you need to install Tomcat in your local system. You have to start it. You have to deploy your application. You need to create a jar file or war file as per your requirement, and you have to deploy that, right? But here in Spring Boot, you no need to worry about that. Spring Boot will take care of this automatically. Okay. So, and one more thing, here you can see if you go in our dependencies, you can see one more status, right? A Spring Boot DevTools. So, what does it do is this DevTool? What does it do is, suppose as a developer you are working in dev environment, you are making some changes. So, what you need to do is whenever you are making any changes, you want your changes to be reflected on the server, so you need to start your server every time, right? That is again a time consuming, right? As a developer, you no need to worry about that. Just add this dependency as a starter to your class path. A Spring Boot will automatically flushes your changes to the server. Okay, again we'll see all those things in detail in later section of the video. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, we'll get inside here. There is a 3 annotation, a Spring Boot configuration, that is nothing but a configuration related data, that may be the runtime configuration, database configuration, or any other kind of creating bean or other stuff. We can do it here. Enable auto configuration. We saw like how a Spring Boot will take care of database connection and other stuff. So that kind of job will be done by auto configuration. So you as a developer, you just need to provide the database credentials and you to add the required dependency on the class path. That's all. Other stuff will taken care by the Spring Boot automatically. That is nothing but auto configuration. Means on your behalf the configuration will be taken care by a Spring. Again, this auto configuration is very important topic in a Spring Boot. We'll see this in detail in next video. Okay, component scan. Okay, again we will have a very high level walkthrough on this. So what does it mean is, okay, let's go on the left panel, project section. You can see one class is there, right? Demo app application. Okay, so as you know, in a Spring Boot, a Spring application, what we used to do is whenever you are creating any project in our XML file, we used to add a component scan configuration, right? So that whenever you are starting your server, it will scan the required package to get the configuration classes or your other classes, right? So here also we can do the same thing, right? If you are adding, if you want to add explicitly any classes, then you can use this component scan also. But in a Spring Boot, in any real-time application, see, this Spring Boot is mostly used to simplify the code. So whenever you are designing any application, so you need to follow some guidelines. That is not mandatory, you can do as you want, but still there is some recommendations, right? So here, suppose you want to create a controller, so better just go here and create one package controller. Okay, controller, this is created. You can add your controller related classes here. You want to create a service classes, right? So create one separate package, service. Okay, and you can add your service classes here, just like that. Utility, exception, security, audit, whatever as per your requirement you can add it. Okay, now what is the benefit of creating this package? Okay, sub package inside this main package. Here you can see play with java.com right demo app. This is the main package, right? Base package for your application. So whenever we are starting this application, it will automatically scan all the classes inside all the sub packages. You no need to mention this component scan explicitly. That is the recommended way. Okay, so we no need to worry about that. But still, if you want to add the class outside this base package, okay, and you want to scan this, then you can go for that. Or if you want some class to escape from the automatic scan, then you can exclude it. This is as for your requirement. Again, we'll discuss on this in next video. Okay, so for now we are done with this on very high level, like what does this configuration, auto configuration and component test can do. Okay, so this class demo application, this is the main class for your microservice. Okay, and this class should be annotated with this annotation. Okay, now we have to see like how we can build and start the application. So for building also you have multiple way here. You can go on the right panel, you can see here Maven is there, right? Just click on clean, it will clean the application. Okay, if you want to use the command manually, you can go on the pen here terminal, just write a command mbn clean install or whatever as per your requirement, whatever you want. Okay, then it will taken care by this. Okay, now what we'll see is, now we have to see like how we can start the application, right? Okay, so just select this class, right click and run this application. That's all, you are done now. This will automatically start your application. Okay, and it will automatically be deployed on the inbuilt Tomcat server. Okay, that is one of the benefit of using a Springboot. As a developer, you no need to worry about deployment, starting the server and other stuffs. Okay, so you can see the application is started now. You can see that Tomcat server is started on the port 8080 with the context path empty. Since we have not configured any context path here, so it is empty, but this is recommended. Okay, so you can add the property here. Okay, we'll see all those things in later section of the video. Okay, or in next video. Okay, and you can see the application demo is just started now. Okay, so your application is now created, deployed, and it is accessible now. Okay, so we are done in this video. We'll see the other stuff in the next video. Okay, thank you guys.